Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coach Maureen. I'm here. I'm here. I had to run to the bathroom before I came on. Hey, you. Can you guys hear me? Please put a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please put a one in the chat. I would appreciate you. Hello. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry to keep repeating myself if you're putting it in the chat. I gotta fix my settings. Please like the live. I'm not gonna well, who knows what I'm gonna keep saying. Please like the live. And drop a one in the chat. There we go. BFF is in the building. Hi, BFF. You cute and everything. Ooh, Nature Parker is here. Hi, Nature, my love. How are you? And we got Elevated. He's also here. Nature, BFF is Al B. He has his own YouTube channel too. I don't know if you are tapped in with him yet, but please tap in with my boy. So for lunch, I started doing these lives if I can. And today at work, it's bring your little kids to work day. I don't understand why you would bring your child to this place. For what? They're going to be bored out of their brain all day. They had some activities for them earlier, but now they just lounging around. I'm like, take a half a day, parent, and take your kid and go. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. So it's lunchtime. I'm not really hungry because I ate a parfait. I left half of it at my desk. I ate that. Of course she is tapped in. Yay! That's awesome. I didn't know jobs still do. Hey, Miss V! She said, I didn't know job. Yeah, they do. And there's some people here that bought their kids that are like 2. Somebody bought a little toddler. I'm like, what for what? First of all, we don't even have proper bathrooms in here. Like, they are doing construction on the bathroom. You got to walk all the way to the other wing to go to. I wouldn't bring my kid here. For what? For them to be tortured and bored all day? Absolutely not. Take you behind the school. Oh my God. Like, this job is just one of those jobs that it doesn't make sense to bring your kids. Like, for what? It's so boring. And then, like, the activity they had for them, they had kids all sitting, like, in a row in the main foyer, and somebody was giving a speech. I'm like, these are kids. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, girl dad. Welcome. I'm just talking the crap until we get to 5 minutes, and then I want to talk about a few things. But in the meantime, between time, let's shoot the crap. So yeah, so they got all of these kids in here. They didn't even have breakfast for them. I'm like, what is going on? It doesn't make sense. And it's like a lot of people with small kids. But there is some cute stuff. Like, I see some people dressed up. Like, they match their kid, like a mom and daughter duo. They both have the same outfit on. And that's kind of cute, I guess. Like, honest, to be real, the mother-daughter duo, I thought they were twins from far away. Yes, these kids are, and they're annoying. Like, they're being loud. I'm like, first of all, I got real work to do. So, like, I need for the kids to get out. Like, I don't want to hear, Mom, and they're whining, and I'm take these kids home. Like, I don't want to hear that here. This is not the environment for that. Especially with our bathroom situation. I wish I could show you guys. Like they're holding us hostage here. There's a full bathroom that we have right outside my office, but it's been closed and shut down for like 8 months. So I'm telling you, we got to take a trek when you gotta use the bathroom, all the way to the other wing. Just let me stay home till y'all done. That's my solution to the problem. Just let me stay home. All you lovely people that get to work from home, I know sometimes it probably gets like, well, I don't know, maybe you love it. I would love to work from home full time. Like, really would. All right, guys. I think we over 5 minutes. Guess what I want to talk about today? Oh my gosh. So I've been doing some work. So while I work, sometimes I'll listen to like a podcast, and I was listening to a podcast. What's their names? Why can't I remember their names? Horse and Carriage, Cam and Mace. I don't remember the name of their podcast, but I was listening to them. Oh, we'll talk about cracking up. Oh my gosh, Miss V, you are so lucky. I would love to work from home full time. Like absolutely love it. So I was listening really to them, and they were cracking me up. Candy K all day. How are you? It was so funny. So they were talking, but it was funny, but it wasn't, because they were talking about Shannon Sharp and Kanye West. So first they talked about Kanye and how his mental illness is really showing up. What's up, Crystal? And how his mental health is really showing, like, and he probably needs some help. Because right now, I don't know if you guys are following. You probably ignore it. Some of you probably ignore, don't even know who I'm talking about. But I'm talking about Kanye West, who used to be a very talented, well, like, he used to be a very talented rapper. Um, Now he's turned into I don't want to call him a lunatic, because I think that's kind of dismissive. I think he's really going through a lot. I think he's still grieving his mom, and he knows the truth about what really happened to her. And I think that's messing with him. And then he got involved with that family, the Kardashians. But anyway, the point of what I'm talking about is mental health. And like when they were talking, I was laughing, but then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, we dismiss people that are obviously showing signs of severe mental health. Like we laugh at them, we call them crazy, we tell them to just get over it. Like this is what we do. And then we get like, and then God forbid if they unalive themselves because they can't handle it anymore, then we also blame them for that. Right? I don't know. Like I know that he said some very questionable things. Like Kanye West has said that slavery was a choice. He's championed Trump, all of that stuff. So I get why people don't like him anymore. And I can't even say I really care for him that much anymore. But I still worry about his mental health. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Listen, Amir Thanos, or whatever your name is, my husband is in the chat, and you done stumbled on a real chat. So if you coming in here on some BS, you might want to exit. It's either that or you gonna behave yourself in here, because I don't got no time for the foolishness. You understand? Oh, you took him out? Okay. So that's what they were saying, Miss V. They were saying they think it's a publicity stunt. They think this is how he's learned to sell music, is by acting like this. Because he did an interview with academics, and when he did the interview with academics filmed the entire scenario, like the entire thing, like Kanye coming into the room, getting dressed in that KKK suit, and what Cameron was saying is that's exactly what it was. Like he was normal, and then all of a sudden he's like, "All right, let me put on my suit," and then he started. Hold on. don't know if, can you guys hear me? Sorry, guys. I had to disconnect my headphones. Can you hear me okay? Just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. So Miss V says Shannon Sharpe. Oh, we're gonna talk about his crazy behind that. Now he is an idiot. Shannon Sharpe is a whole fool. Is Kanye mental illness or a publicity stunt? Coach, I'm editing a video right now speaking on my own. Speaking on your own? You mean your own situation? Ladies of iTalk, what's up? How are you? Showing love at work. Kiss from Jay. Hi, Kiss from Jay. What's up? Crystal smoked him before I could. Girl dad, hey. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Yeah, we can now. Okay, good. What happened is my headphones had gotten connected to the phone, so you wasn't able to hear me. So let me tell you, I don't even really want to talk about Kanye too tough because I'm a little worried. I don't even want to say it, but I think the end is near. I'll say that. And I don't know. It's sad when you think about like his entire career and everything that he was able to do, and then him losing his mom, and now this era that he's in where he's completely derailed. And how often that happens to celebrities, especially our people. You know, it's just like what is underlying in this industry where so many of our people end up like this. And we dismiss them and say, oh, they're crazy. Oh, they're on drugs. But why? Like, how did that happen? How did they get to that place? Oh, Lord. Or, let me tell you about this. You guys, I'm pretty sure you've already heard about Shannon Sharpe. What's so crazy about the whole situation? So before I jump into what's so crazy, if you haven't heard about this, Shannon Sharpe, he is a Hall of Famer, NFL super duper star. And he's obviously retired, and now he's gotten into the sports commentating sector, and he has his own podcast that blew up when he did an interview with Cat Williams. So that's the synopsis of who he is right now. And this guy had the world, and the world was his oyster, right? But they always got something on you. And it's always sexual. Ain't that something? They always got, look at Diddy, always something sexually deviant when it comes to these black men. And they don't listen. He sure did. Cat Williams tried to warn him. And you know who else tried to warn him? Monique. Monique told him, you need to get you a woman of your age, somebody that loves you. He want to mess with these little babies. And look at this. You messing with your granddaughter. Like, what is going on? But what really worried, or what really like piques my interest with this stuff is every time these especially our people, like when they about to hit a real lick, he was about to sign $100 million contract. Every time we're about to hit this lick, like this big thing is about to happen, here comes the sex scandal. They tried it with Jay-Z too, talking about he's a rapist. He raped this little 5-year-old girl or something. Like they always do. Why is it always something sexually deviant when it comes to our men? That's what I'm a little, now I can't, now listen here. These videotape, these recordings that are coming out, obviously Shannon got a little kink to him. Shannon like him young, dumb. I mean, super young, like kind of perverted young. Like, think about this. Like, somebody mentioned this and I was like, that is gross. So Shannon is like so many years older than this lady, like 40 years older than her. So he could literally be her grandfather. So imagine your daddy, you got your kids over there, you got a teenage daughter, and your dad is eyeing your daughter's friends. That's disgusting. Like, does he need to go to jail? No, but they're gonna publicly humiliate him. And he obviously guys has this type of kink. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, she sure did, Miss V. She told him. Miss Monique. She told him he's all no nothing, nigga, like straighten up and fly right. Marv Albert was biting chicks and they sweat. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Why is it when it's the black, like all of, like Hollywood is sick, black, white, whatever, gay, straight, like they all do some, whatever they do behind the scenes, whatever they are doing. Why is it when it's the black man? And I'm not excusing his behavior. I'm just wondering, like, what is that? I mean, we kind of know what it is, but what is that? So now what's going to happen to him? He's going to lose his whole everything. What's up, elevators? Shannon needs to holler around Miss Gertrude and Sister Bessie. Yeah, like, you 50. How old is he? 54, 56? What are you doing with an 18 or 19? Because when you first started messing with the girl, she was young. What were you doing with somebody so young? But someone else made a great observation too. They said there's a tendency, how can I say this on YouTube? There's a tendency, and this is not directly my opinion, but I thought it was an interesting take. There's a tendency for the others to be more willing to do activities like pegging, right? You following me? The others are more likely to do activities like pegging. They're more likely to be willing to be beards, right? They're more likely willing to play with the anal cavity of a man, if you will, you know? And then the sisters are, especially Gertrude. Gertrude gonna be like, what you said? What you want me to put in there? She ain't having it. And you want to choke people? Do you understand how violent that is? That he wants to choke people? Talking about, yes you do, you want to get choked, don't you? Like, what is yo, this is so embarrassing. This is, like, when you really think about it, this is really embarrassing. It's probably worse than, I don't know, it's just really embarrassing. Like, my dude. Hi, Queen. We just here talking, like, you know, it's lunchtime. You know how, like, at lunchtime, like, when you have, like, coworkers that you actually want to talk to, you start talking about, like, the gossip. So that's what we're doing today. So the thing is with choking, though, like Elevated, I went to a conference like a couple weeks back, and a part of the conference was a domestic violence conference, and they spoke about that. They spoke about choking and how it's a fetish, but there's a higher and higher percentage of people that are dying because they're fetishizing choking. But choking is really called, we say choking, but it's really a criminal act called strangulation. And people are getting killed. Like, they're actually, unalived. They're actually being unalived during sexual acts doing this. So they take that very seriously. And the fact that he said that on tape like an idiot, well, I'm pretty sure he didn't know he was being filmed. But you don't say none of that over the phone. Like, what are you doing? That's like putting it in text messages and saying stuff over the phone. all it takes is somebody. Everybody got screen record. Everybody got, like, what are you doing, yo? And if you have those type of fetishes, pay an escort. Like, let's get real. Pay an escort to shut her mouth and do what you want her to do. Like, you playing around with people from OnlyFans. Like, he's an amateur. You are an amateur, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. At 54 years old, you playing around in the playground, in the crib, in the sandbox with some little girl. She even sounds like a little girl when she was speaking to him. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know, guys. Like, we gotta be smarter than this as a people. Like, it's like, every time it's one of us, I just cringe. I'm like, nah, man. Like, not many of us get an opportunity, man. You gotta do it right. Acting like this. It's just out of control. All right, enough of Shannon. Who else is on the docket today? Who else? Who else got to come to the front of the room today? You know who has to come to the front of the room today? But I don't think I see her in the chat. I don't think she's here. Elevated. Well, Black effing Father said, elevated mindset. That was sex talk, bro. We heard Shannon excited. All the country comes up. So he definitely wasn't mad at the time. It was a setup. Right. So I think that it's a consensual thing, but let's look at the optics. You have, as they were calling himself, as he was calling himself in these recordings, he is a big black man, and he's dating a little black woman, a little white woman. Emmett Till? Anyone? So we can't publicly lynch the way we used to. We can't do that anymore. But what we can do is, we can't publicly lynch in the manner that we used to. But we're going to do it in a different way. Same thing, even though everybody doesn't agree with what Diddy did, right? Same thing with Diddy. I'm sure you've all heard of Willie Lynch, right? And what they did during slavery times, right? When the peoples is getting out of order, when we were getting out of order, they had to figure out a way to psychologically keep us in line. So take your biggest, blackest buck and string him up. Whoever thought, I don't care what the rumors were about Diddy, whoever thought he would be where he is right now? Still. Like, they're not even talking about him anymore in the news. Still. That's a public lynching. All of those multiple of stories over and over, and it's always something sexual in nature. And now they're doing the same thing with this guy. Because he did really well on the podcast scene. And they only want us to go as far as they want us to go. And then after that, they got to ring you back in. They got to reel you back in. And I think that's kind of what's happening to him. Because when I first heard it, I was like, well, it's not illegal. Right? None of it is illegal. So they have to make it illegal by saying that he forced her. I don't think he forced her. I mean, in the technical, she's an adult. But when you're 18, I think we can all remember when we were 18, how, like, we were still kids. Amma Blake. Hello, Amma. Oh, Amma, how are you? We got to talk, my friend. We have to devise a plan to get Erica to do this challenge we got coming up. Black man always hunt. What? What are you talking about, Cholo? If you're going to stay in this chat, you see how everybody else is writing with proper English? Can you please? Don't come in here with foolishness. You either, whatever your name is, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you one more chance to say something proper. driving and watching, but yes, we have to talk. So I'm just here talking, shooting the you know what, I'm trying not to be too, I'm trying to figure out like what words you can use on YouTube when you're talking about like actual acts. Cause it's tough. Like you have to really censor yourself like while you're speaking. It's interesting. Because there's certain things you can't say and you have to be careful how you say things. But we're in a bit of a pickle, aren't we? Aren't we, Shannon? I wonder what's gonna happen with this, guys. Like, what is gonna happen? Who's next? Who you think you can guess who's next? Who you think is next? Who else is on the horizon trying to do something big? They trying to get Obama. They're trying to talk about him. I know that. There's been a lot of rumors about our president. Yeah, like please tell Cholo or whoever, like black man always hunt. What does that mean? Are you trying to call us animals? Like, I'm not sure. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to correct yourself. But you came across the right chat today if you want to take it there. I'll teach you all about black history and what it means to be proud to be black. I'll teach you. You want to learn? Because there's no shaming over here. You can say whatever you want to say. We're very proud of who we are. And you want to be like us, I'm pretty sure. We're so fire. Like, black people are amazing. Like, what would the world be without us? You would have no music. You would have no seasoning. You would have no culture. Like, don't okay. What are you trying to say? I need to know what you're trying to say. We would have no music. You have nothing. No art. No pyramids. Yeah, say sorry and either exit or straighten up and fly, right? Because we don't take kindly to backhanded insults or innuendos about our black men in here. Black men are powerful, and that is why you are threatened. They are born with a power that you just never quite develop. It's unfortunate. Oh, Miss V, we're just trying to school this so-called a fake troll in here, trying to say that black men go hunting for youth or something. And so we're just correcting him and teaching him that there's a power that black men possess that other men just do not have. And because of that, they are targeted because everyone else is intimidated. So we're just teaching Cholo or Chulu, whatever his name is. Somebody deleted messages. Is it from this Chulu? Message deleted by Kiss from Jay. Oh, you hit him? She said, get him out of here. Yeah, like, period. Like, are you joking? We don't play that over here. Like, even though in the media they'll talk about black women don't like black men and don't protect black men, and black men don't protect black women, that just is not accurate. The reality is most black men that are married to black women. Okay? Don't let them tell you what our family structure looks like. Don't let them tell you what our black fathers are doing in the homes. We know when we go to other couples' homes that are also black and we go to their house, we see a black man, a black woman married most of the time, right? Okay. The other thing that they tell us is that when black men become successful, they no longer are married to a black woman. That is also an accurate statistic. I found this out the other day. The actual statistic of black men that are married that make over $200,000 a year are married 95% of the time to a black woman. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So you know how Kanye's circling it back to Kanye West, how he had that line and say when he get on, he'd leave you for a white girl? That's only his life. He did that. He left that Alexis girl and went over there to the witches den messing with the Kardashians. And now look at you. Okay. If you stay with a black woman, you're good. He said it's cheaper to keep her. Hi, Brick Family Fun. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the live. We're having a good time just talking about other people's lives. So, guys, if you haven't, excuse me, sorry. If you haven't had a chance, I think most of you that are in this chat, unless there's people like on the low, like in the background, most of you that are here have already watched. But if you haven't watched yet, or if you haven't shared the video, my latest vlog, please make sure that you watch, comment, like, all of the things. I'm talking about domestic violence in that video. And I'm talking about like how domestic violence starts. I wish they would change the name because it's really, they say domestic violence. So most people automatically think the only time that they're in a domestic violence relationship is when they're being beaten, is when they're being physically assaulted. And that's not the case. Most people in domestic violence relationships are never hit. They're never physically assaulted because the man is smarter than that. He's not going to leave a bruise on you. He's going to beat you down mentally. Okay. And that is probably more detrimental than actually being physically assaulted. So I was just kind of talking about that and talking about how it goes, like how they will beat you down mentally for years and years and years and years. And not just the women as victims. Sometimes it's the other way around. And that's even less reported because men are not going to report that they're dealing with someone that constantly beats them down and constantly puts them down and treats them less than a man. A lot of men are not going to report that. Mrs. Supreme, hello, how are you? You're right, men won't report that abuse, or even if they're being hit, because more times than not, if a man is experiencing abuse in their relationship, it's more times than not it's physical. It becomes physical, where the woman is hitting or stabbing or something elsing the man, but he's not going to report it. Because how that sound? You go to the police, you like, yeah, my wife beat me up or my girlfriend beat me up. It's not crazy, because if he then puts his hands on her, he's going to jail. Like, so it's better for him to report it, right? But it's like, it's not taken as seriously. I don't know. But there's some big crazy people out here. Like, there's some big crazy ladies that like to punch men. Okay? And it's not a joke. Like, I'm laughing because that's what I do. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at the irony of that. Yeah, Brit Family Fun said men are viewed differently when women abuse them. Yeah, but they shouldn't be, because some men are taught, it doesn't even make sense. Because a man from a child, like if he's raised properly, he's taught don't put your hands on women, right? Right? From when he's young. So he's not going to hit a woman. So the woman now, if she was raised in some crazy household where she puts her hands on people, and she's never checked for that, she's going to hit a boy, right? And now he's been taught don't hit girls, so he's not going to do the same. But we look at him as a punk for not hitting the woman. So what he should have did, he should have hit her. It doesn't compute in my mind. Mrs. Supreme said, I'm good, and yes, men definitely need to speak up about these things, and women need to learn to keep their hands to themselves, same as everyone else. Some people are crazy. Yes, some people are crazy, and some people know that the law is going to be on their side, so they can act nuts and hit a man, and then and get him all riled up, and then when he strikes you back with one good punch, and not even like premeditated, like just heat of the moment. Like if you keep hitting somebody, hitting, and they turn around and slap you, like, oh, I slapped her, right? But that's honestly, that's self-defense. Like, what else is he supposed to do? If you're punching and hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and then he turns around and slaps you. Now, because a man is way stronger than a woman, that one slap is going to send you across the room. So keep your hands to yourself. It should go across gender lines. There's a lot of double standards, there are. And I'm not speaking about like a one-time situation where the woman was getting beat for years and she finally fought back. I'm not talking about that. That's different. I'm speaking about, I've known women that love to hit their boyfriend. Like love to put them in headlocks and stuff. I don't play like that. Like, don't play like that. Putting them in headlocks and slapping them and doing all kind of stuff like that. Like, what you gonna do? And slapping them and stuff. Like, leave people alone, because they snap. And when a man snap, he's way stronger. I don't give a hell if he's as skinny as a toothpick. He's gonna be stronger, because men are naturally stronger than us. Okay, even someone that you look at, you like, oh, he's a peeps. He looks so skinny. He's not gonna be able to do nothing. Don't get him mad. Leave him alone. Okay. But so the conversation that's what I was talking about in my vlog. I was talking about how it starts, but I was talking about the other side of it, about like women that end up dealing with someone who starts off as like controlling, and they don't really pick up on it because it's not physical, right? So they don't pick up on the cues that this guy is crazy, right? And they think it's cute in the beginning. Oh, he just wants to know where I am, and oh, he doesn't want me showing off too much because now he in love. He don't want nobody else looking at me. A man should not be telling you what to wear, how to dress, where to be, who to be. Like, if you're in a real relationship, it should be a partnership, right? Where there's boundaries that you both don't cross, but everybody's entitled to dress how they want, as long as you're in a relationship. So you're gonna respect your partner and whatever they feel comfortable with. But at the same time, they shouldn't be like telling you wear a hoodie when it's 90 degrees outside, or don't you dare look at no other man, or whatever, like whatever they're telling you. And then that turns into them isolating you. That's an important piece of domestic violence, is that isolation piece, where you become completely dependent on them, that you might not work anymore, or if you do work, the only thing you do is go from work straight home. And they know where you are at all times. They isolate you from family and friends. Like, these are things to think about, If you start to see that pattern in your relationship, it's just some things to think about. But it's very common, and it can get very serious. Like, unfortunately, in my last job, I had to go interview domestic violence survivors. So I saw firsthand, up front. I've never myself been... What's up, Jay? I've never myself been in a situation where I was physically assaulted by someone I was with, but I've seen what it looks like. And it's very scary. It's very scary This one situation, the poor lady, like, he broke her ribs. And first of all, this is why I said don't take how they look for granted, because she was taller than him. Like, he was like a little bit, like he was like 5'3", and she was like 5'9". Like, she was a tall, thin woman. But he had brute strength. And when he felt like it, he attacked her because she wanted to end the relationship. He attacked her with her son in the home. And so domestic violence is not a game, guys. Like, when people are threatening, I feel like something is telling me to say this right now, so I'm just saying it. If you feel threatened, you have to be smart. Hi, Fabi. You have to be smart about how you leave the relationship, because it gets the most violent right when you're getting ready to leave. So if you're involved with someone and you want to leave, like you're feeling like the violence is getting worse and worse, or they're starting to threaten you. What you have to do is, when you feel safe, try and find the domestic violence hotline in your city. And when you feel safe, like they're not around, they went to work, they passed out drunk or something, and you can call safely and start to get your safety plan in place. It's like when, like if you have a friend, guys, that is in a domestic violence situation, and you telling them, leave him, why you don't just leave? You're going to get them killed. They can't just leave. Just leaving is when it gets the most violent. You need a plan in place. Like, this is serious, because people say that all the time. They tell their friend, you need to leave him. Just leave. Why don't you leave him? Because that's when he's going to get the most violent, when she tries to leave. She needs a proper plan to leave. And it's not a game. Like, if you haven't been in a domestic violence situation, you won't understand how serious it gets. Just take a look at the national statistics of how many women are no longer here at the hands of their ex-lover, because they tried to leave. I don't know where people develop that ticky ticky boom boom. I don't know where some people develop that, where if I can't have you, nobody can. You can't just, yes, Fabi, you can't, and you cannot, like, if your friend comes to you, or if someone comes to you and tells you that they're in that kind of situation, please don't tell them to just leave. They need a plan. They have to collaborate with their local domestic violence hotline, who can get them set up with a local place where they can start working on a safety plan. They need a plan. They can't just leave. And unfortunately, in some cases, they may have to relocate. They may have to change their name. Like, it's not a game. Like, some people are really deeply touched. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't really reading the chat. Let me go back. I don't know what made me start talking about that, but I just let sometimes, well, not sometimes. I don't know if I said this before. I think I did. Before I go live, guys, I just say a little prayer, just asking God to give me a message or something that's going to help someone that comes across this live. And, we started talking about stuff that is happening in the news. But, you know me, I always got to end with the word. In my vlogs, in my lives, it's just me. That's who I am. See how close I got to get to read it? No, it's not. I have been there, Coach, I promise. Are you safe now, Britt? You have to be strategic. Always have a plan. Yes, it's serious. People say that all the time. It's so serious. I gave a story. I have a story, OMG. I'm glad that I pray that you're safe now, and that you and your family are safe, because this is serious. Fabi said, I agree. You can't just get up and leave. You have to have a plan. Yeah. Britt said, if you haven't been there, just watch. Watch. You say, because you don't understand. It's me sitting and standing there with that woman, and even like, though her ribs were broken, her face, I'll never forget that. Her face was like all beat up. And while I was interviewing her and I asked her what his name was, and she didn't want to give me his name. She was still protecting him, beat up like that. Like, seeing it in real life lets you know how deep. It doesn't start with them hitting you. It starts with them loving you. It starts with them seeing you and being attentive in a way that nobody has before. It doesn't start with the abuse. And when people say, oh, just get up and leave, it's not that easy. If you haven't been there. Okay, when I was going through it, I hated to hear the statement, I hated to hear that. You better than me, right? And if you have not been in a domestic violence situation, thank God. Because it happens to all demographics, all looks. Like, you could be the prettiest of pretty. You could be not the most attractive person. You could be fat. You could be skinny. You could be fit. You could be whatever. It doesn't matter. It's about the right person. You getting involved with the wrong person who presents in one way and slowly starts to peel back them layers and expose the wolf. Okay? I go on jump. I'm on go jump on my ex, not because I move on. She better keep my name out her mouth. We is over. What? I'm on go jump on my ex, not because I move on. She better keep her name. I don't know what you mean, Jay. I'm on go. I think I got that. Jump on my ex, not because I move on. She better keep my name out her mouth. We is over. God, I'm not sure what you're saying. God knows for sure. Yeah, I do this saying because I pray. Yeah. Yes, I'm safe. Thank God. Yes, I'm safe, but mentally abusive. That's the worst when you have a child with them. Because now they use the child as a damn pawn and I can't. That's the worst. Having a child with someone like that. He's a narcissist. I have one child with him. He seems to think that I still care about him. I just won't admit it. That's a lie. I mean, he just won't. Okay, you're not in the same home. I know he does, because that's his only way of controlling. He can't control you anymore. He can't control your mind anymore because you've moved on. But now he can use the child. And he is, child, that's the worst. That is the absolute worst. Dealing with that. I have about 8 minutes left. Does anyone have any questions before we end? Well, let me talk about what I like to talk about. Don't be leaving yet. Who the 3 people still in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you still here. Let me see how real you are. Put a 1 in the chat if you in the building still. Let me see who's here. God, let me tell you, God is real. Like, I started talking about, hi, Kim. Jay, I wish that I knew what you were saying. I wish there was a way to bring people, shut up, Elevated. I wish there was a way to bring people up here. So you could say what you're saying, because I don't want to seem like I'm dismissing you. But I couldn't understand what you were saying. Hi, Kims. How you doing? I'm about to end in a few minutes. We were just talking about some serious stuff. We were talking about domestic violence and how it starts and what happens. like I was sharing with the rest of the group, like when I before I come on to live, I say a prayer and ask God to give me the words that's going to touch somebody. So we started talking. First, we were talking about Kanye West and Shannon Sharp, just to warm up the room. And then I started talking about domestic violence, and, people were sharing their story. It's real. And, you have to be careful out here. And we can't be judgmental. And the one thing that I want people to take away is if somebody feels comfortable enough to tell you that they're scared or they're going through something, the worst thing you can do is tell them to leave. Just leave. Because they can't. Hi, Deja. When I see your name, I know it's Deja Vu. And correct me if you don't want me to call you Deja Vu. If you want me to call you Deja Vu and not Deja. But remember the movie Higher Learning? And the Tyra Banks character was Deja? That's what I think of when I see your name. I love you, Deja. It's because how does the song go? The loving, right there. You know that song? You know that movie, Higher Learning? Who's old enough to know the movie Higher Learning? Somebody please be old enough in here. Never mind, I moved on from her. She keeps bringing my name up to people like we still in a relationship. That makes me mad, but she wants attention so bad. How long were you guys together? For real? Oh, I love that song too. It's a beautiful song. And it's your name. I love that song. I love that movie. Cams, let me tell you, so many women, more than not. And what happened to me, I talked about it in my latest vlog. I've never been in a relationship where I was physically assaulted in the name. Thank you, Lord, for that. Because I don't know how I would react. I don't know. But I was in a relationship where I was emotionally abused for years. And I was young. So that's the thing I think in my situation is I was with someone who was 10 years my senior, and I was brand new to like adult relationships. So you don't really know, I didn't really know what to look for. So looking at the situation now, and because when you're me, I can't speak for everybody, but when I was 22, I thought I was grown. But you ain't grown. You a grown kid. You ain't grown. You don't know nothing. You child. I was a kid. Like you're an adult child. That's it. That's all you are. You are not a fully fledged adult. You don't know anything. And that's unfortunately is the age where we make these decisions that affect our lives, It's really crazy. Like you end up having children with people when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, when you don't even know yourself. And you're telling people, he said, you're telling people, you're getting involved with people and having children with people when you don't even know yourself. And then we wonder why there's a lot of breakdown with these relationships because everybody's an adult child. You don't become a fully fledged adult, in my opinion, until well after 30. Girl, manipulated. We could share stories, girl. Manipulation. But the one thing that in that situation was his mom. And God bless her to this day. She's still alive. I need to go visit her. And that's been on my heart for a long time. I need to go. But I don't want to run into him, I don't want to see him. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway. But his mom was always sweet to me. And she's getting up there in age. And I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not an evil person. I would like to see her, before. Before. Okay, I'm sorry. So, Jay, you said, I don't even recall. I say like a year. So you were together like a year. But you know what? Sometimes, like, when a relationship is over, one person in their own way. Now, hear me out, Jay. The situation might not have been ideal, right? But in her own way, or him, I'm not sure like what the situation. I'm pretty sure is it a male female relationship? I'm Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what, Cam? This is confirmation for you to share. When is Domestic Violence Month? When is that? Somebody put it in the chat if you know. But whenever it is, it might. I think it's coming up because I recall wearing purple. Was it still warm? But when is Domestic Violence Month? Thank you, Jay. Jay said I'm very beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Coach Me, it was the same with me here, 12 years apart, and I was manipulated. That's exactly my story, but I will tell the full story. Erica! Hey, Erica! Female only. Hey, everyone. Hi, Erica. Yes, I have a story to tell very soon. When I'm completely... Oh, okay. Yes, please wait. Wait until you're over it. October. It's in October. So Domestic Violence Month is in October. And you know what? Like, talking about your traumas and talking about domestic violence, it's a very touchy subject. So you've got to be easy with it, like, and only speak about it when you're ready. Yes, Alma's in here, Erica. Did you have a chance to look at my latest blog yet? You might. There's a part in there you definitely want to see. We're trying to get Miss Erica. Oh, speaking of, guys, since I am just about ready to end, it's at 56 minutes, so I have 3 minutes. I'll use the last 3 minutes to speak about our upcoming, I was going to say, Are You Locked In Challenge. That's not what it's called. It's called I Want to Be Down Fitness Challenge. So as you guys know, I am a fitness coach. I have been a fitness coach now for going on 5 years, doing live Zoom workouts. And every year, twice a year, I do a fitness challenge to give people a boost in their fitness lifestyle or to jumpstart your fitness journey. And I have one coming up. So the challenge is going to be 3 weeks, nice and short, like 21 days, no big deal. But it's going to be an intense program for that 3 weeks. So for that 3 weeks, you're going to get 6 workouts a week. We're going to have class on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. It's the first workout. Then Monday through Friday, classes will be at 7 p.m. And then Saturday will be a Zoom session where we just talk. We talk about how your week went, what you liked, what you didn't like, that kind of thing. And throughout the entire challenge, you will have access to ask me any questions. If you have any questions about anything, you can ask me. Either during class or after class. Not during. After class is normally the best time. If you have questions, if you wanted to tell me about anything that was going on with you, you can request to talk to me after class. And that's pretty much it. So, and if you want to sign up for the program, that is the link to sign up for the program. Wait, what time are the class? Okay, hold on one sec. I'll go over that. The link for the program, to sign up, is on my community page, and it's also in the description box of the last video that I just posted, the video that went up today. It's in that video. It's in the video that's titled I Want to Be Down Fitness Challenge. It's in that video as well. The description box of the video has the link, and I will also repost it on my community page. So classes, I'll go through the whole week, okay? Sunday, class is at 9 a.m. There's a 9 a.m. class on Sunday morning. That's where we're going to have fellowship. We're going to have fellowship together in the form of a workout. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, classes are at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, normal class time. And then Saturday, that time for the Zoom meeting with everyone is I have not determined the time yet because I want everybody to let me know like what they feel comfortable with once we have people signed up for the program. Any other questions? Now, this program, guys, this is a fabulous opportunity to really jumpstart your fitness. A lot of people are like, I have a lot going on. You got another week and a half, right? Like about a week and a half, a week and a couple days to get whatever you need to do in order. You got 3 weeks to lock in with yourself. Lock in for yourself. Where all you got to do is show up. Like literally, all you got to do is show up. You ain't got to think about what am I going to do today? What workout are we going to do? All you got to do is show up and do it. That's it. I'm the one I take all the burden for you. You ain't even got to worry about getting a playlist together. You ain't got to do nothing but show up for 3 weeks. And I guarantee you, if you follow everything that we're going to do, she said, that sounds like fun. Most evenings I work late, but I'm going to dip in and work out every morning. I'm going to dip in. I work out every morning at 2:30 in the morning. That is amazing. So you said you work the night shift. So right after work, you go to the gym? Is that what you do? Is that what you do, Deja? Like you go to the gym right after work? You say you go to the gym at 2:30 in the morning. Fun fact, when I used to work as a field social worker, I used to go to the gym whenever I got out of work. So that it is dependent on the day. But some days, honey, I was in that gym at 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I feel you. You fit it in when you can, right? But the reason why my classes are at 7, guys, is because, as you see, I'm at work right now. I work a full-time job. So I have to come to work at 8:30 in the morning. So that's why. No, I work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but morning workout. Oh, you do the morning. But why 2:30 in the morning? If you have to be at work at 8, what time do you go to bed? Because you said most evenings I work late. It's interesting. Well, my goal, like my plan, my long-term plan, guys, is to be able to do classes in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night when I can do it full time. Wow. I'm up every day at 2 a.m. Why? Why? Oh, morning people, God bless you. But is there a reason? May I ask where are you from, you meant? I'm here in Mississippi. I'm from New York City, but I live in New Jersey, Jay. On average, I get 5 hours. Just never could sleep. Oh, you just can't sleep. But 2:30, I go to bed at 2:30 in the morning sometimes. Child. So you must go to sleep like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I've been there plenty of mornings. You've been what, in the gym? That's interesting. But look, to each his own. Like as long as you fit in your workout, it doesn't really matter what time. But even if I did morning workouts, it's damn sure, I'm telling you right now, it would not be at 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 where? Okay. If I did a morning workout, it would probably be like at 7. When I'm able to do full time, my first workout in the morning would be 7. I would do one at 7, and then I would do one. I might have to do it at 6:30. Y'all trying to make me wake up early in the morning, child. But then I could take a nap. And then I would do a lunchtime one, like a quick 30-minute stretch class at lunchtime. No matter what time I go to bed, I'm up at 2:30. She said a sleep in for me is 3:30. He said I'm up there plenty of mornings, Jersey and New York. I'm a truck driver. Oh, that's what's up, Jay. You drive them trucks? I don't miss getting up at 2:30 in the morning. Woo! Y'all some early birds. God bless. Like for me to work out at 6 a.m., it's making my eyes cry right now. Like they're crying. Because I'm like 6 a.m.? But like I said, like I don't go to bed till 2 because look at my day. I work. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I work from, what time do I have to be here? I work from 8 to 4, right? 8:30 to 4:30, I mean. And then right after I finish work, I go home, and if I have to cook or whatever, I'll start cooking when I get home. Okay? And then I have to prep class. I prep my class. I mean, for the most part, it's pre-prep, but I like to go through the playlist one more time. And sometimes I change the entire playlist depending on, hey, Faith! Depending on if something happened. I'm going to stay on for a little while longer, but then I really got to go. Depending on if something happened, like if there's some current event. Sometimes if there's a current event or something, I might change the playlist around. Because my playlist is literally my co-host with my workouts. That's why I do it. One of the reasons I do the classes on Zoom, I can't do it live on YouTube because copyright. And I want to be able to see everybody while we're working out. So then I have to prep for class. Then I have class at 7. Class is over at between 8 and 8:15. And then if people want to talk after class, I don't get off of the Zoom until about 8:30. So now it's already 8:30. And I still got to do what? What needs to be edited? My entire vlog from the day, because now I'm doing daily vlogs. So everything I filmed for the whole day has to be edited at night. So after I finish with class, I go take a shower, try and grab something to eat. Hopefully I have something ready or pre-cooked or whatever. Eat that real quick and then start editing. And anyone that is an editor up in here understands that even if you have, and I normally have maybe like for the whole day, I probably have an hour and 30 minutes of footage. I have to whittle that down to a 15 to 20 minute vlog, maybe less, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on the day. So I have to do that after class. So depending on how long that takes, some days I'm finished in 2 hours. Finished from editing, putting the music on it, all of that. Thumbnail. That's the part that be dropped. Like after the video was edited, and when I edit my video, I watch it back a few times because I want to catch everything. I watch it back to hear everything, and I play it like while I'm doing something else. Like I might be getting my clothes ironed and ready for the next day. So while I'm doing that, I'm replaying the Girl, let me tell you, my life is lifing right now with I didn't even go into if I get a client in between all of that, because I also do one-on-one fitness coaching, right? So some days I'll have a client that is like, oh, coach, can we switch our appointment and can we meet at 4:30? Or can we meet at 5? And that's a 45-minute one-on-one. So that pushes everything back. It's real in the field, but you do what you got to do to be where you want to be. Amen? But anyway, so because of all of this fun stuff, sometimes I don't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I got to be up by 7. When I'm up by, sometimes I have this time, there's been nights when I ain't go to bed till 3 a.m. And Crystal, if she's still here, can tell you. Some days I ain't go to bed till 3 a.m. Y'all coming in and I gotta go. I love y'all. But when you have drive and you really believe in yourself, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Like the excuses, you gotta throw them in the garbage. If you're trying to really do this thing, you have goals for yourself on YouTube, like for real. If you really believe in yourself, not just YouTube, but I'm using that as an example right now. You really believe in yourself and you know that you could do this, like for real, then you're gonna make the sacrifice and put in the work. Period. So I be tired sometimes, and BFF will tell you. He be right there. I need to make more videos. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, you do. If you have videos on your channel, Jay? Well, am I subscribed to you? I can't. So, because I'm working. So, what I try to do, Faith, is edit what I film, if that makes sense. So, like, you see how like I be having those little montages. So in my head, I already know what I want the montage to look like. So I'll film like a 10-second clip of me walking by, and then like I try to film edit. You probably get what I'm saying. That saves a lot of time. Like, so I'm not like scouring through hours of footage. I already have like this clip, that clip, this clip. That's kind of how I do that. But the reason why my footage is so long, because the only time I can't like move the camera around too much is when I'm doing class, and my class is about an hour. So I just turn the camera on and film. I don't stop because I'm teaching. I got clients in class, so I just kind of set the camera up, and that's why when you see like my class footage, it's only one angle, maybe two, but only one angle, because I'm not taking time to set up the camera over here, set up the camera over here. I'm just leaving it in that one spot and tending to the class, which is more important, right? So yeah, so that's what I do, like with my little stuff that I do during the day. And then normally the vlog is me talking, going to work, and that part is just whatever's on my mind. And I kind of like that. Yeah, the class that's the only time I do. That's why it's so long. And then I have to like whittle that down. But I kind of have got it down to a science, like what I want to put in. And then now that I'm aware, more aware of the editing piece, while I'm in class, I'm like, okay, right before this, because that's whatever I say is off the cuff. Like there's no script here. So like if I'm in class and I start going off and saying my stuff that I be saying, I'm like, all right, that could go in the video. So I kind of remember around the time that I said it. So when I'm editing, I could just kind of go straight there. Maybe I should do like a video on how I edit and how I film to do daily vlogs. Sounds like a plan. I think I'll save that, but I'm definitely going to do that. I have to figure out how I would film that. Because like when y'all be doing like these videos and you like screen record and all of that gives me another headache. Because I just think about my tediousness with my editing, and then, but it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. And whatever your goal is in life, whatever that is, if it's to go back to school, if it's to lose weight, if it's to move up in your corporate career, whatever it is, you have to be willing to put in the work. And I'm willing to put in the work. Like, real talk. Like, I'm willing, even though it's tough. And some days I'm crying, like, Lord have his mercy. What? This guy, again, with this Mama Zita nonsense. I am a, I don't know. I'm not a Mama Zita, sir. As a black woman, I'm a Nubian queen. He said, I don't edit nothing. People get... Have you ever watched my videos, Jay? Like, if you're doing, like, talking videos, like, straight talking to the camera, you don't really have to edit. It helps if you take out some of your ums and thes and pauses, because people will click off your video if you pause in and you ain't nobody... They're gonna click off. I have to check your videos out, and then I'll tell you if it's good. I'll tell you if what you... Oh, do you do, like, trucking videos? I don't know. I'm going to check it out when I'm done here. And when I'm done here is right now, because I got to get back to work for real. I've really appreciated this, guys. Like, I've really enjoyed being here with you this afternoon. I'm going to go back to work. Yep, sure will. I know I will. What, blow up on YouTube, Faith? Of course. Like, what is this? Of course. Black woman, black BOL, big BOL. I hate watching myself pause and say, Oh, you sure will. Yeah. You got to take them things out. I do. I try to. Some pauses, sometimes it's good for a pregnant pause, but then other times, that's why I like to... That is why. Thank you, Deja. That's why I like to edit myself, because sometimes I want that pause in there. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want certain things. I don't know. I'm a weirdo, maybe. Yeah, I try not to say too much. Like I said, I try to edit myself while I'm filming. Matter of fact, speaking of editing myself while I'm filming, you're going to see it in real time. Oh, yeah, I click right off a video. Somebody saying they don't get to the point. Like, get to the point. Or if they're not, like, like, if you have confidence in yourself, like, if the person is, like, confident, and I can tell they're struggling to say what they're going to say, but they have a thing about them, I might give them a chance. I've done that. And then I was pleasantly surprised. Like, once they warmed up, they were better. But for the most part, people are just talking and not saying nothing. You got to give some people a chance. Like, I know sometimes in my videos, since I film first thing in the morning when I'm just, like, literally waking up, and I told y'all I've been up all night long editing the video the night before. So that first clip, it might be me rambling. Hold on. Like, keep watching the video. You might miss something. Look, here go Prim. You talking about me? I'm about to leave, girl. I'm about to leave. I got to go back to work and finish up my day. But I had a great time talking to you guys. I don't know if you want to watch the replay. You can if you want. I think the live was good, but you might be like, I don't want to watch this nonsense. I'm so silly. I thank God for my age, because I'm at an age now where I am completely confident in myself. It is what it is. You like me, you don't. I have my views. I try to be respectful of people, but I have my views. You might have yours. My job on YouTube is to push you past your comfort zone and help you to work out, pretty much. And then all the other stuff too about life. And then it just kind of spills over into life goals and stuff like that. And it is what it is. Babe, people in here flirting with me. Get them. Talking about my areas and such. What did Deja say? She said, I did my first hour live on Sunday. Oh, how come I never see... You know what be pissing me off? When I don't see people's content. Like, I'll subscribe to your channel and then I never see your content. You need to be in my face, because like I just explained to you what my day looks like. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about YouTube. It's the way my day looks. Like, if I don't get to your page in a few days, guys, please don't take it personally. You heard what I have to go through, and I'm putting out daily videos, so it's nothing personal at all. And then I also have a husband who, shout out to him. He's the type of husband he was made for me. He was made for me. Cause I'm not gonna cry. I'm good. Because he respects, and he, oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? Supports me. I do these classes. I'm on YouTube, like during lunch. It's just amazing. It's really amazing. Look at this. Now here comes Supreme. Bye. So here goes Supreme. He said, hi, Supreme. I'm sorry. Hello, Supreme. How are you? I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that I hope you're building your Legos. And I hope that you're having a better afternoon, because this morning you was on one, cursing and carrying on. That was mad funny. I was cracking up, because you sitting at your dining room table having a whole fit. Ooh, that hurt. Why did my nose hurt? Anyway, Coach, personally, I don't care if you look at my videos once a month. I know you support. I do support, yes. YouTube is not the best with notifications. They suck with notifications. What? I heard something about if you turned on notifications for more than 10 channels, you won't get the... See the fuckery? That's fuckery. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, guys, let me go for real, because I want to, like, do one more thing before I leave, and I'm trying to leave in, like, an hour or so. I'm going to tell them no matter of fact, I'll stay the whole day. I'll stay till 4:30. That's whack. That's probably what it is, because I'm subscribed to so many channels, and when I subscribe, I put on the notifications. So it probably knocks off other people's notifications. Because it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, guys, I hope somebody else goes live. That would be nice. I think, Faith, are you at work too? Are you at work? Ooh, I'm hot all of a sudden. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. Give me the green light. I just need one night. I'm ready to go right now. I can't stay on. You gonna pay me, Supreme? When I lose my job? Messing with you? I'm waiting on the doc appointment, y'all know. Oh, you're gonna be there forever. All right, loves. We've had a fabulous evening or afternoon. I appreciate you. I thank you so much. I hope you got something out of the video today. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Bye.